Hi everyone, I'm Yan and come from China, and I'm now working with Professor Alessandro in the University of Strathclyde. And this is the title of my project, the leaf suction measurement with filter papers. And that we know that the traditional methods to measure the leaf suction is using WP4C and pressure pump, but it is very expensive and not very convenient. So we want to search a convenient and not expensive way to measure the leaf suction. So we just want to use a filter paper. And this is a procedure to make the samples and storage. We used 5 types of samples. And for scratch leaves, we just scratch leaves using the procedure as a W4C manual told us. And for leaves in contact with filter papers, we just use a parafilm to wrap the filter paper and leaves together. And for the leaves not in contact with filter papers, we use a parafilm to wrap the sandwich of leaf, mesh, and filter paper together. To keep temperature stable, we just use a polyfoam box, and we keep the temperature around 20 centigrade. And then this is a procedure to scratch the leaves. So this is a result of the filter paper in contact with scratched and unscratched leaves. We can say that water content of filter papers wrapped with scratched leaves is higher than the one wrapped with unscratched leaves, and it takes longer time for the unscratched leaves to reach equilibrium. And this is a graph of the results. And now it is a result of the filter papers in contact and not in contact with leaves. And we can say that it takes longer time for the samples not in contact with leaves to reach equilibrium. This is probably because of the mesh, I think. And this is a graph of the result. And for the experiment, to keep temperature stable, we just keep the samples in the polyfoam box, and the temperature is stable inside. And that we can say it is probably 2 days is enough for the leaf and filter paper to equilibrate. We also calibrate the filter paper using the W4C, and the material we used is filter paper, and we used normal size filter paper and 3 times filter paper, and we also reduce the volume of the plate, and we also use 6 times filter paper. And this is a filter paper calibration curve. It matches very well. So we can say that we could wrap the filter paper and leaf together, and then we know the filter paper water content, and we could use the filter paper calibration curve to know the suction of the filter paper. So we know the leaf suction, and this is a very good method, I think. That's all.